Yep, we're good. We're in. Awesome. Okay.
All right. So welcome to this exciting game on a Saturday afternoon. We've got South Australia Women's versus ACT Women's. So we've got Ailsa from South Australia here, that's me, and Kat from ACT.
Yep. So we've got ACT's just taken in the disc and offense. Going to Kathy.
Got Amy Johnson on the mark, quite an energetic mark.
Yep, Thea Osmond takes the disc. South Australia's got a nice tight defense on them at the moment.
Lovely little long throw up the sideline there, and ACT are getting up the line throws all the way up the field, which is great for them.
Grace Downey taking in the first point.
So SA won't be happy with that one. They started on offense, turned the disc fairly quickly, and then ACT just capitalised on that. These teams have both had the morning off completely, so as everyone has here, which has been quite lovely. Enjoying the sunshine.
But we will have quite a few very, very warm days here during the competition.
That is just a beautiful high grab in the end zone there. Who's that player?
By Grace Downey.
Grace Downey.
Yep.
So tell us about this ACT team, Kat.
So the team is made up of quite a few people, bracketing through quite a wide age gap, with the youngest being 15 and the oldest being 22 here. Many of these players have been playing for quite a few years. We do have a few players off the Terra team as well from the National Australia team. Yeah, so we've also got quite a few people that have represented juniors throughout the last few years. So we do have quite a lot of experience on the team with quite limited, very new players. But yeah, there is a very good wide range of ability on this team. And what about South Australia?
Yeah, so South Australia's got quite a varied range of abilities. We've got a couple of new players and then some girls who are quite experienced and have played a couple of nationals. So yeah, quite a varied team. Also quite a small team, so they'll definitely have been, you know, tired from yesterday as well.
Yeah, we've got Chantel Jones taking a lot of control on the sideline at the moment.
The wind is just picking up quite a lot here. This morning was quite a still morning, but now the afternoon has brought some gusts. We've got a bit of a cross-field wind, so it looks like ACT are coming down in man. We've got Maddie Smith with the disc. Oh, and it's a bit of a blade into the ground to Jada. Unfortunately, she can't pick it up.
We've got Miriam Downey taking the disc. We've got Thea's dump. Rachel taking in. That's a drop by the ACT team, so we've got a nice turn going on. Everyone's setting up.
I think we can possibly expect quite a few turns in these conditions. It's quite windy, fairly tough out there. Oh, and that's great.
Ooh,
great pick up by
up.
Jewel. She's looking around for a dump. And there's one from Cookie Nguyen. Yep. Cookie's one of our more experienced players. Ooh. Oh, unfortunately can't quite connect.
Oh, nice defense by the South Australia team.
That's Deb with the D. And a lovely put by Cookie. Oh, and Maddie Smith brings it down.
Almost taken down Izzy Calder, but she just couldn't reach that one.
Lots of little quick movement by South Australia here. Not much of a stack. It's quite a mess downfield, yet they somehow seem to be working it up. Some kind of stack now forming. Oh, and off the hands of Deb Lee.
Thea Osmond looking to pick up the disc. Miriam Downey is dumb. Nice cut by Rachel. Miriam Downey with a beautiful grab for that one. Unfortunately dropped, but very nice cut by Cassandra Plunkett.
The ACT girls seem to love their up the line cuts. Is that something that you guys practice a lot?
Yes.
Yeah. Very successful so far. So we've got Deb Lee picking up the disc on the downwind side of the field.
Very nice mark by Thea Osmond.
Dumping it to Cookie Nguyen, who gets it across the field to Jada.
Miriam Downey putting a very nice mark again.
Oh, and Maddie Smith can't quite bring it down.
That wind is very much taking the discs in this game. Got Miriam Downey picking up. Lovely cuts by Rachel Joyce. Rachel Joyce takes the disc.
And the D by V-Tran. Oh, and South Australia can't quite move it off that.
Beautiful defense by Thea. Oh, and beautiful take by Rachel Joyce on that one. Rachel is very, very talented at getting those one-handed catches from up high. It's one of her very, very big strong points.
Yeah, that was a lovely grab. Let's see if we'll see the replay here. Here's the D.
Beautiful
That's just
D
a
by
lovely
Thea
poach
Osmond.
lane D, yeah.
Beautiful grab.
Lots of confidence in the air. You can see she's done that before.
Yeah, she is one of the Australia Terra players, along with Miriam Downey. And Thea Osmond is one of the new members of the team.
You've mentioned a couple of Downey girls. Are they related?
Yes, they are. And we also have two Joyces on the team at the moment, Sam Joyce and Rachel Joyce. Both very talented players as well. We have Sam Joyce coming back after tearing her ACL, so this is her first big tournament since she's done that. So
good to see she's back.
Yeah.
There's Woody filling in some holes. Good on you, Woody. I was very interested to see what the weather did today. Thought maybe we'd have a bit of a still one, but alas.
Very warm conditions and very windy conditions. You got Chantel Jones putting up the pull.
Let's see if South Australia can get a bit of structure to their offense and get this goal. Looks like they've set up a bit of a horror here with Maddie Smith coming under, receiving the disc from Cookie Nguyen. Back to Cookie Nguyen.
Nice fake.
That's a lovely throw to Deb Lee in the end zone. Cookie's very much a pillar handler on this team. A lot of experience. She's playing with Vanguard at the WAT qualifiers in a week. She'll be a great asset for that team.
It is great seeing such a mix of the very, very professional high-up players and all the new juniors coming in at the moment, and just getting to see that blend of talent.
It's great to see as well that this is it's become such a high-level competition as well.
Yeah.
The new players they might be new, but they're incredibly athletic, incredibly dedicated, and very, very talented. So how have the ACT women gone before this game? What have their results been so far?
So we did win a game against Victoria, which was a very, very well-fought game. We did start the day off yesterday versus New Zealand, which was a huge challenge, as the New Zealand team is incredibly impressive. Their international team as well. Yeah, so they really did push the ACT team, which really did kick us all into gear for the rest of the games. And we had a very hard-fought competition against New South Wales as well at the end of the day, but unfortunately they took that one from us. But I think we've been able to keep our spirits very, very high throughout the tournament and taking still some very good competition against our bigger teams against us.
That is fantastic to hear. You want everyone to keep your spirits up, no matter what the results.
So Laura Emerson taking the disc. Beautiful high pass. Good run by Sally Wong, just couldn't get there in time.
SA now with another chance to level the score. Get their break back. Cookie Nguyen to Sakura. Back to Cookie.
Very nice movement.
Across to Deb. We've got players very, very deep in the field, possibly too deep. Cookie tries to run that one down, can't quite get it.
The wind is picking up at the moment. Got Yvonne Lin taking up the disc and picked up by Sally Wong. Not in, yep.
Just a lovely throw, sneaking it through the middle there. Can't quite tell if that's who she was aiming for there, but nevertheless, great awareness by that receiver. She can watch this later and have a go at me for, for doubting her. Good to see as well. Everyone's got lots of energy this morning after a big long rest.
Yes.
I know our team certainly enjoyed a relaxing morning by the pool and lots of stretching and whatnot.
Yeah, our team, or especially my room's filled with all the junior members, so we all slept in till like 10 in the morning. So we've all very much enjoyed our relaxing morning, watching TV and just lying around.
Very unusual for a Frisbee tournament.
Yeah.
This feels a bit more like a holiday than an intense tournament. So tell us about some of the preparation that you guys have had for this.
So we have gone for a different option. Instead of doing weekly trainings, we have been doing 3 big training camps that have been around 6-hour marks. Yeah, so going through things from like dump defense to zones and different kind of offensive techniques as well. Yeah.
Excellent. All right, we've got the SA women on offense.
Got Rachel Joyce on the mark.
Deb Lee looks for a dump to Cookie Nguyen. Down to the downwind side with Amy Johnson.
Appears to be a loose zone defense on at the moment by the ACT team.
Maddie Smith back to Cookie Nguyen. Looks for the big one to Katie Ryan. Can't quite pull that one down. I think it seems like South Australia really need to work the disc to this strong side of the field if they want to make any ground, just because it is so difficult down on this downwind side of the field.
If Sam Joyce picking up the disc. Beautiful cut by Izzy Calder. Can she get that one though? No. Taken by the wind for that one.
Yeah, you can see the wind is really affecting these throws. A lot of these flicks are coming out very bladey, very wobbly. Cookie Nguyen with the disc on the sideline, on the downwind side. Maddie Smith with a lovely cut, but can't quite get it to her. And the wind just picks that one up and takes it out.
I think the teams do definitely have to work on these short, safe passes instead of going on to these long ones, because the wind is just taking everything at the moment.
Should be out there coaching them, Kat. I'm quite sure that you can see Kirsty Lucas on the sideline there. I'm quite sure that she is yelling those exact words right now.
Got Thea Osmond with the disc.
Oh,
nice back up by Miriam Downey. Oh, and Sam Joyce just misses that one.
Deb Lee picking up the disc now. Let's see what South Australia can do. Big fakes in there. Gets it to Maddie Smith. Still down this downwind sideline. Amy Johnson. See if they can work it off this sideline. There we go. To Maddie Smith. Cookie Nguyen. Oh.
Very close on there. Sam Joyce with a long one there, passing to the sister Rachel. Just couldn't quite get that one in there.
ACT coming back down in their zone. Quite a daunting task now, picking up this disc on this sideline with a big zone in front of you. Deb Lee is up to the challenge. Gets it to Cookie Nguyen. Big throw, I think aiming for Julianne Baldock, but a little bit over her head.
Looks like we're going to have Thea Osmond picking up the disc.
Interesting tactic here that South Australia is choosing not to go with the zone in these conditions.
Beautiful pick up by Chantel Jones. Put that dump pass in.
And that's a D by Maddie Smith. Deb Lee with the disc now. Back to Maddie Smith. Centres it to Cookie Nguyen. She's looking for Maddie again. And that's a lovely throw. South Australia still clinging on to this game.
I feel like this is going to be a very, very tight game.
Yeah, I can foresee some long points with a lot of turns. They say wind is a great equaliser. So up until this point, South Australia, I know, haven't come away with a win yet. But they had a very close game against New South Wales, which they were very proud of. Went to Universe, and unfortunately they didn't win it. But I know they were very, very happy with that result.
New South Wales is one of the very big teams here today. They have a lot of people on their team. ACT and I think South Australia as well quite limited in the people they can choose, as they are smaller lands than those of the New South Wales and Victoria teams. But both teams always do seem to come out with quite a lot of power. So
small but mighty.
Yeah.
And ACT have a men's team but no mixed team this year.
No, we didn't get any mixed team. Unfortunately, due to the mixed nationals that were on during our tryout times, we weren't able to get in as much of that very big talent that we do have in the ACT. But both teams are very strong. I know the boys' team is incredibly strong at the moment. And yeah, so we're all just kind of taking what we can get, and the results have been very, very good so far.
Excellent. I know South Australia is very happy to have 3 teams here this tournament. Fantastic. Had to do a bit of a ring around for a few extras quite towards the end. You know how it is, but great that we managed to pull it together. All right, South Australia on defence now. Deb Lee with the pull. It's gone over halfway, which in these conditions seems to be a very good pull.
Yep, through to Laura Emerson. Looking for that dump pass. Back to Laura Emerson, but just doesn't quite get that one.
Deb Lee picking up the disc for South Australia. She's looking for a fill. Doesn't quite come, so she's sending it to the end zone. Oh.
We got Sally Wong putting on the pressure there.
Off the hands of Samantha.
Very fast pick up by the ACT team. Wanting to get this disc out at the moment. Got Evelyn picking that one up.
So Deb Lee with the disc on the strong side of the field.
Looking for that dump pass.
Great fill by Julianne Baldock. Moves it to Emma Stevenson and Amy Johnson.
Very nice fast movement here.
And to Deb Lee. Looks like there might be a call. Use your hand signals, ladies. There's Steve, the game advisor, going in for assistance if required. Okay, so that replay looks like... Oh, okay, we've got a hand signal. It looks like a foul. Some nice, calm discussion here by these two players. And we've got a contested foul call. So we'll be going back to Amy Johnson.
Still out cold there.
That's an uncontested stall.
Laura Emerson picking up the disc. Beautiful take by Even Lim. Sally Wong running for the disc, we just can't quite get there in time.
Great continuation cut, Sally! Let's go defense, going home! Home Green Bay!
All right, we've got V Tran picking up the disc on the strong side of the field for a change. Puts it up to Julianne Baldock. Bit of a messy stack-up field in front of her. She's looking at her dump. Deb Lee gets it to Emma Stevenson. Back to Deb.
The ACT putting a very strong home force at the moment.
V Tran with the disc, now on the downwind side. To Julianne Baldock under. And unfortunately forces it out that sideline. ACT seem to be doing a very good job of channeling South Australia to this downwind sideline, and South Australia are not doing a good job of moving it back on the field, unfortunately for them.
Australia stuck on the harder side of the field at the moment. Laura Emerson with the disc. Nice put to Dana Thrussell.
It's great pressure by Emma Stevenson, can't quite get that D.
Got Even Lim taking the disc. Looking for the dump. Got Sally Wong taking the disc to Laura Emerson. Beautiful put. You got that long pass that once again just can't quite make it.
Laura Emerson, is she related to the Emerson boys from Canberra, or is this a coincidence?
Good question. I'm not sure actually.
No, a Tom Emerson played in the Blue Bottles a couple of years ago. So we've got Jewel with the disc to Deb Lee in the centre of the field. Looking for Amy Johnson. Back to V Tran. And Deb Lee, lots of handler movement, not much movement from downfield, just quite static in that stack. Gets it to Amy Johnson. Looking for V Tran down the line, lots of pressure there from Laura Emerson. Deb Lee up the line, still just working it down this sideline.
Even moving a very hard defense there.
Oh, it's a great grab by V Tran. Oh, sneaky throw that just gets a nick on it by that defender there.
Laura Emerson on the disc again, doing that long put. Sally Wong almost gets it, just not quite there.
South Australia does seem to be doing a force to the downwind sideline, yet they keep letting Laura Emerson with those big backhand hucks.
Yes. Laura Emerson is a very, very strong player, one of our main captains here.
Emma Stevenson with a nice little break cut and a throw to Jewel Wee, just over her head.
Laura Emerson picking up the disc again. Beautiful cut by Samara. Not quite there. Sally Wong gets the disc. Australia does need to work on getting some more of those cuts in at the moment. You got Grace Downey going long. Laura Emerson gets that nice side pass. Oh, Grace Downey just gets it, but unfortunately is out of the field.
All right, we've got V-Tran picking out the disc on this downwind sideline. Stack is not much movement going on there.
You got Yvonne Lim covering that very, very well. Beautiful defense by the ACT team. Got a beautiful break side cut by Yvonne Lim, but unfortunately just a little bit too much pressure on that one.
This is turning into a bit of deja vu.
Yeah.
I'm feeling we've got a big backhand huck by Laura, not quite coming down from her player. Let's see if these teams can try something a little bit different. Oh.
Beautiful pickup. Oh.
So it looks like there's some kind of call on the throw. Not quite sure what's happening there. So I would have thought it would be a foul call by Amy Johnson, but perhaps something else. Okay, we've got Deb Lee with the disc in the corner of the end zone. That downwind side centers it to V-Tran. Oh,
Just behind her for that one.
Amy Johnson can't quite reel it in.
Got Laura Emerson looking to pick up the disc. Hopefully she can start working on these shorter passes in this harsh wind at the moment.
Once again, letting her get that backhand, but doesn't come off. It's hard to sit in the commentary box and not get up and
Yeah.
stop the backhands.
I was wanting to go out and scream for them. We have a nice stack in the end zone there.
Okay,
Quite
we've got
deep.
some movement between Deb Lee and V-Tran. And just a turn there to Julianne Baldock. It's a very long point. These girls must be getting very, very tired.
Another one of those nice backhands taken by Sally Wong in this one. Very nice. Nice defense by the South Australia team.
It's Julianne Baldock with the D. Very, very tall player. Very athletic.
May have a call here.
It's the squash disc call.
So we appear to have a warp disc out here.
All right, we've got Deb Lee picking out the disc on the strong side.
Beautiful defense by Grace Downey.
Easy now, Brittany's easy now.
We got Yvonne Lim with the disc, looking for Laura. Nice take by Laura. Lovely cut by Dana Thrussell. Another beautiful following cut, but unfortunately a little bit too far in front for Yvonne Lim there.
This point, I believe, has been going on for about 10 minutes now.
So we're being worked very, very hard at the moment.
Deb Lee's had enough.
Long.
She's going to send it to no avail. Not a bad put.
I think the teams are very much thinking about keeping the disc away from each other's end zones at the moment.
I think that's exactly what's going through their minds.
Nice take by Sally Wong. You got Grace Downey with the cut down the sideline. Beautiful. Some very mixed cuts here. Just too far out there.
I was just about to say, I think it would be very, very wise for a timeout to be called by one of these teams when they get on offense. And there we go, Deb Lee has called it. South Australia with the timeout.
I feel like this point is going to go on for much longer. I think we're going to have many points like this throughout this game at the moment. seems to be a lot of good spirit between both teams at the moment, which is very good to see.
Everyone begging for some shade.
Yeah.
Got some highlights here of, oh, that was a lovely, lovely throw. Just a little out of bounds.
Lovely, very lovely defense there, but just through the beautiful take at the end there.
By Samantha Zhang. Here it is again, just the nick, but not quite enough. Samantha still manages to pick it up. Excellent grab there. Unfortunately, South Australia wasn't able to capitalise on that great grab then.
Got a lot of discussion going on between both teams at the moment, which is very good to see.
There's the whistle. Game advisors are telling us it's time to get back on the field. And there's the second whistle.
Yeah. Time for everyone to start setting up at the moment, getting back into the game mode.
"75 seconds is certainly a very short time.
Yes.
you don't really realise how short it is until you try and do a timeout in it. Just goes to show how normally we take such a long time for our timeouts.
You just really got to capitalise on that time and getting back into the zone of this.
So we've got South Australia on offense on the downwind side. Let's see what tactics they've come up with in their timeout.
We got Even Lim taking on the mark here. And the cuts have started.
Looks like a bit of a horror play from South Australia. Lots of mess around that disc.
Yeah.
Just a violation call there. Tries to centre that disc, but turnover right in front of the end zone.
Oh, trying to stop the disc there. Laura Emerson taking the disc again. A beautiful cut by Sally Wong. Can she get that back though? No.
All right, let's place our bets, Kat. How long is this point going to go for? Do we think either team is going to score? I have faith. I have faith. It's going to happen.
I feel like halftimes do often allow the teams to rekindle themselves to make the point a tiny bit shorter on the other side. Beautiful take there.
Got V-Tran with the disc on the sideline. Still lots of mess around that disc for man.
ACT putting on very nice defense there.
Julianne Baldock with the disc on the weak sideline. Very windy now.
Beautiful
Great grab
layout.
by Deb Lee. Oh,
Ooh, close defense.
Jewel Wee just manages to pull it in. SA still cramming it down this sideline. Can it work for them? Can they manage to get it there? Gets it off that sideline to Amy Johnson, who pops it up.
The wind is taking it. Unfortunately, they can't get that one. I do feel like that as the teams get more intense, the wind does pick up with it as well at the moment. A lovely cut by Sally Wong down the sideline.
And there's a pick call from Samantha. Samantha Zhang.
Ooh.
Oh. Bit of an unfortunate throw there into the back of Jewel Wee's head. Lucky these girls are tough.
Yeah. Yeah, we got Samara taking the disc there.
The old flail D by Emma Stevenson. Good awareness. Good call from the sideline. All right, so we've got Deb Lee on the sideline. Doesn't have very many options here. V-Tran comes to her rescue. Quite static downfield, lots of handler movement. They're doing a great job of moving this disc.
Down the sideline there.
Amy Johnson just sneaks it through to Deb Lee. V-Tran still on the sideline, back to Deb Lee. These two are just moving it around together. Gets it back to V-Tran, and there's a pick call. Some really, really good handler movement from the South Australian team. Basically, out of desperation, I suppose. Their downfield cutters, I think, are very tired from this point, and there's just not really a lot of options coming for them at this point. Deb Lee, and just looking for V-Tran again. These two are just working it through together.
We had a few people free in the end zone at the moment, unfortunately offside. Another call there. Beautiful defense there by Grace Downey.
Tries to cram it through to V-Tran and just not going to work.
Grace Downey going up the field to get that disc. Beautiful take. Nice put to Laura Emerson, and long, very long put to Sally Wong. Well, she is very fast. Unfortunately, that one's just a bit too far out there.
All right, we're nearly up to a 20-minute point here, Kat. Nearly a 20-minute point. I still have faith. Someone's going to score.
Yeah, someone's going to do this.
I think perhaps we could suggest that they swap tactics. I mean, ACT at the moment is looking for those long options.
Yeah.
They're not quite working for them. South Australia is trying to cram it down the sideline. That's not working for them.
I think these teams do definitely need to also put the wind into their techniques of what they're choosing to do at the moment.
All right, we've got Deb Lee to V-Tran. We've seen it a lot. Tries to get it to Samantha Zhang, but it's a turn.
We're very close up to the ACT end zone at the moment. They may be able to finish this one off here. We'll put, and lovely take by Grace Downey there. She is a beast at the moment in this game.
After 20 minutes, we have a score. It's a very nice score.
Yeah.
A nice score. It's that backhand break from Laura Emerson. It's been killing South Australia actually, and I'm surprised that they haven't recognised this sooner. It's pretty it's unfortunate for ACT that it hasn't been coming off more.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that it hasn't been. I have to say, as much as a trader I feel like, I'm happy that someone finally scored.
I'm glad it was also a very nice grab in the end zone there. Definitely worth the wait.
And what a wait it was.
I do think the long points are a good way to show how evenly matched these teams are in a very good competitive way, to just kind of show the good amount of strength between the both teams and how they're both very much able to match each other.
It's also so great to see people still working so hard out there after such a long point. That's 20 minutes of interval sprints and they're still running hard. A lot of tired faces walking off that field now.
Yeah. You got Laura Emerson staying on, as well as
Who's this Sally
Wong?
Sally Wong, a little bit upset about her disc to the back of someone's head.
Australia taking time setting up their defense there. Got Rachel Joyce on the mark. Very nice defense by Chantel Jones.
Cookie Nguyen trying the Laura Emerson tactic.
Yes.
Can't quite get it to Maddie Smith.
Very nice cuts, but unfortunately South Australia is putting a very, very good defense there.
South Australia with another opportunity now. They're currently 2 breaks down. Got to really get this one in if they want to stay in this game.
We've got Laura Emerson taking the disc. Seems like she may be looking for that long pass. Nice big fakes. We've got Miriam Downey dump. Beautiful dump cut there. Got disc to Chantel Jones. Beautiful take by the South Australia team there.
Maddie Smith very, very good in the air. Dumps it to V Tran. Got Cookie Nguyen coming for the fill. And there's a pick call. Now that's a hand signal that everybody knows.
Seems to be uncontested pick call there.
Bullet of a throw to Deb Lee. And sneaks it through to Deb Lee.
Nice
Puts it up
long
to
pass.
Samantha Zhang. Oh, and the wind just takes it. Seems like these flick hucks down the sideline are just not going to happen in this wind. It's got to be a Laura Emerson backhand break or nothing.
Got Miriam Downey with the disc. Nice long cut by Rachel Joyce, taking the option. And taken almost by Chantel Jones.
I like to see you had such faith in your teammates then. You're like, she's got it. There's this flick huck again. And it's just going to fade because of that wind. Someone tell Cookie, backhands are as nothing.
I think the players also get very tired of these long throws and a lot of runs that they have to do at the moment. Chantel Jones taking the cut, can't quite get it. Laura Emerson gets the disc. Up to Chantel Jones, beautiful take. We got Rachel Joyce running for the end zone. And Sam Joyce.
And there's a foul call. Good hand signals, Chantel. Coming in on stalling 3. Wait, hang on, that doesn't make sense.
Sam Joyce gets that disc there.
Oh, and it's a bullet. Bullet out of the field. Oh, she's not happy with that one.
We got Rachel Joyce on the mark again, getting ready.
Oh, this one's a nice, that's a nice flick huck by Cookie Nguyen. Deb Lee picks it up.
Oh, the wind just gets on a little bit too high there.
Nice D by Sakura. Gets it to V Tran, and this wind is really gusty now. Cookie Nguyen with the discs.
Nice pressure with the ACT team.
Are we predicting another 20-minute point here?
I think we may be at the moment.
Love to see a little bit of zone. I think that could be fun, something different. Although, I mean, at this point they're getting the turns with their man defense.
Through to Chantel Jones, just misses it. Beautiful layout.
Great bid. Cookie Nguyen with the disc. Gets it to Maddie Smith. Got V Tran coming up the line. Up the line from Maddie Smith again. South Australia still just want to work it up this sideline.
Laura Emerson putting on a weak mark there.
And Sakura Lim with a foul call here. And that is a retracted. That's a retracted foul call. Oh no, and they're still discussing it here. It's a retracted
Yes.
foul call.
Looking to the game advisors just for some advice here.
Here's the replay. So there's a bit of a bump to begin with, it looks like. And then after the bump, a clean D, what it looks like with her hand. So let's see what result they come to. It's a retracted foul call, and they've tapped it in. That's the beauty of live streams. I love the way you can go and look at them later and look at your calls and see what you should have done and what you shouldn't have done.
Miriam Downey with the disc here. Got Sandros' dump. Looking for that dump pass. Beautiful take there. Looking for that swing.
All right, South Australia with another opportunity here. V-Tran picking up the disc. Ooh, tries to sneak it through to Cookie Nguyen, but can't quite get there.
Laura Emerson picking up the disc again there. A lovely run by Miriam Downey and a lovely put to Chantel Jones in the end zone. And that's another point for ACT there.
Alrighty, South Australia trying to keep their spirits up here, which is good to see. Couple of breaks down now. It's going to be definitely a challenge to get this back. ACT just working that disc down the sideline with lots of free space there. Once they get it moving, they are just able to punt it down that sideline with their very solid backhands.
Miriam Downey taking that beautiful throw there. A beautiful dab by Chantel Jones.
So who are the top contenders in the women's division this year, Kat? We've got New South Wales are looking strong, is this right?
Yeah. I think New Zealand is definitely going to take a good one, but if we're talking locally Australia, New South Wales is definitely a very strong contender at the moment. And also WA, I've heard WA have had some very good competitions at the moment here.
South Australia starting on offense again. We've got Amy Johnson picking up the disc, centering it to Cookie Nguyen. We've got a bit of a zone look here from ACT. Maddie Smith to Cookie Nguyen and back to Maddie Smith, back to Cookie Nguyen. These two are just going to work it up this sideline. Cookie looks for the big one. And there's just too much contest in that area. Jewel Wee can't quite grab it. Kat's just leaving us for a minute to get a drink. Oh, that's a lovely D there by ACT. ACT once again using that backhand up the strong side of the field. South Australia still doing their man defense. Oh, just a bit of a misconnection there from ACT. Lucky for South Australia. See if they can use it. They've got the numbers. They've got Maddie Smith streaming long. She looks for Jada, and they've got it. And the South Australian mixed team on the sideline going wild. Here it is again. Cookie with the... This is a very similar play to ACT's just minutes ago. Lovely grab, and Jada's so relieved there. Jada Buhamdan. Hope I'm saying that right, Jada. And Kat, you're back with us?
Yeah.
We just had a very similar play to ACT's last goal. Basically a mirror image. Just those backhands down the line seem to be working now.
The wind does seem to have died down a tiny bit since before, but it's very unpredictable at the moment, so.
Oh, and there's us. Hello. So who have we got on the line here, Kat, from ACT?
So we have Rachel Joyce, Samara Northroyd at the moment, Thea Osmond, Grace Downey. I think we also have Kathy McGrath. We have Sally Wong on again and Dana Thrussell as well. So we got a very strong line on at the moment. I think a lot of these players are recovering again from that huge point we had earlier.
And South Australia has got Cookie calling the line there. About to put up this pull.
Very strong pull there. Rachel Joyce picking up the disc, across to Thea Osmond. Just can't quite get that one there.
Another opportunity for South Australia here. They're going to have to start really taking advantage of these if they want to get back into this game. We've got Cookie Nguyen picking out the disc. Dumps it to Deb Lee. Back to Cookie Nguyen.
Beautiful put down by Grace Downey again. She's working very hard on defense today, doing very, very well.
So tell us about your 15-year-old player, Kat. Has she been playing for very long?
Yeah, so we have two 15-year-olds. So we have Grace Downey over here and Thea Osmond. So Thea Osmond has been playing for quite a long time. She's currently a contender for the Terra team. Very, very, very strong player. Grace, the younger sister of Miriam Downey, has actually been playing the same time as I have. We started together at Youth Nationals last year. Yeah, so she's also very strong, very, very good defensive player as well. So now
it's really great to see people starting a lot younger these days. I think, you know, they've got a very strong future ahead of them. Certainly wish that I'd started playing at that age.
Ooh, we got a hammer.
We're going to try a hammer.
Almost taken. Surprised that one wasn't taken by the wind. Very strong.
It's a bold choice.
Yeah.
It's a bold choice, but hey, you've got to try new things.
We got Samara Northroyd taking this disc. Lovely cat there. Looking for that dump pass on Rachel Joyce. A little bit too much of a bullet there.
Deb Lee picking up the disc. Looking for Maddie Smith. She pulls it in. Back to Deb Lee.
Beautiful
and it's
point.
A score for SA. ACT calling a timeout now. So that's a break back for South Australia. So now just one breakdown. They'll be pleased about that one. Oh, bit of a wobbly pass there, but manages to pull it in.
So teams looking very, very tired at the moment. I will say South Australia is looking very spirited though. A lot of smiles.
Let's see if we can get any of them to give us a little bit of an interview. We've got Amy Johnson here.
Hi there.
Amy, you want to tell us a bit about the game, how it's going?
Yeah, so I was on for that. I was on for that really long point, and that was really hard. But the game's really good so far. So ACT is putting up a real good fight. They're getting a lot of those deep throws and getting a lot of those good continuations. And we've been getting a lot of the Ds, and that long point where there was quite a few turnovers was quite hard for a lot of us. But it's been really good so far. It's really fun, and good calls are being made too. Actually, that's a really good point. Is that good spirit by everyone. But yeah, it's gone well. Got to go for a timeout. See ya.
See ya. Definitely lots of excitement there. That's good. Good to see. That's what you want. Even if the points are really long, it's really hot and really windy, challenging conditions, everyone's still in high spirits.
Yeah, I do definitely think keeping the spirits up is one of the biggest parts of these games, because I feel like as soon as the mood goes down, everyone just starts beginning to lose courage and doubting themselves. So I think keeping that spirit up is incredibly important. We have the New Zealand game off in the distance at the moment, I think.
Oh, this looks like that's a Stingrays scratch match.
Ah, yeah.
So the Stingrays have their training camp this weekend. It's the Australian women's under-24s team. Do you know of some ACT girls that are on that team?
No, not at the moment, actually. I don't think any of us are at the moment.
We've got one South Australian girl, Michaela Dunmore, over there somewhere. She's actually assistant coach of the SA mixed team, the team that I'm coaching here. But we've lost her for today and tomorrow. We had her yesterday.
I think a very big goal for a lot of our younger players, including myself, is to join on at some of these very big national teams for Australia. We've still got a few more years practice.
That's it, and that's the beauty of starting Frisbee so young, is that you really have a great shot at that. You have so much experience by the time you get to
unfortunately, been pushed out of a few games for this one due to injury beforehand, but I'm keeping in mind I've still got 8 years to do it, so...
Yep, that's just longer than I've been playing Frisbee, so that's, So tell us, what have you done to yourself, Kat?
I seem to have injured my quad somehow during one of our training camps, actually, on Saturday, so unfortunately it's a bit too close to the tournament to actually fully heal itself, because while muscles do heal quite quickly, that few days isn't quite enough. So luckily the ACT team has gotten a personal physio in to strap us all up, but hopefully the next few games I'm going to try do a few points and see how bad I can make it.
That's it. I mean, you don't want to be doing any permanent damage at this stage. All right, we've got South Australia on defence again. Cookie Newen with an excellent pull.
Thea Osman picking up the disc, doing that across pass to Sam Joyce. Another pass through to Thea Osman, but unfortunately that one is out.
Cookie Newen picking out the disc.
Very strong pass.
Gets it to Maddie Smith just outside the end zone. Maddie Smith, very, very strong receiver. To Deb Lee. Lots and lots of crowding around that disc there. South Australia, oh, and there's a pick. Not surprised there's a pick, it's just a mess. South Australia really got to get a bit of a stack going in this end zone to create some space.
Disc is back in play. And the wind takes it.
Cookie seeing those poachers in the open lane by ACT, trying to take advantage of it, but unfortunately can't quite get the breakthrough, and her downfield player's not quite ready for that break.
Thea Osman bringing the disc up to the line. We have a nice cut there. And through, but unfortunately that one's not coming back. Bringing the stack in South Australia.
Oh, South Australia not quite making the connection there.
You got an up the line throw there. There you got, ooh, almost had Chantel Joyce picking that one, but South Australia had very good defence there, knocking that one down.
Great D by Maddie Smith. Maddie Smith, an ex-Blue Bottle from 2 years ago. Had the pleasure of managing her in that team. And actually, the South Australian women coach, Kirsty Lucas, was on that team as well.
Oh, yeah.
Lovely throw from Cookie Nguyen to V-Tran. Can't make the connection to Deb Lee, and ACT have got a great opportunity now right outside the end zone.
Like those bullet forehand passes just aren't quite the right things at the moment.
They do not cut the mustard.
Nice. And beautiful take by even there.
Still giving Laura Emerson her preferred backhand.
Yes. Very nice put there.
Here's this D by Maddie Smith. Oh, gets a good solid hand on it. ACT player manages to get her hands to it, but it's just too far gone. So Kat, tell us about your coaching staff for this campaign.
So we have 3 staff for this game. So we have 2 women, Lorna and Claire, and then we have one of our very, very strong male members of the ACT Ultimate community named Ben. All very, very supportive. We are very, very lucky with the group we have because unlike quite a few coaches that will point out a lot of the bad things you're doing and then give you the positive, they just kind of, instead of going, oh, that was absolute crap, they kind of start off with just maybe work on this instead. So yeah, they're very, very good, very supportive. Lorna always has a smile on her face, so she really does help keep the spirits up. And we've set up a kind of regime of just kind of splitting the team into groups of like the continuation cutters, the main cutters, and the handlers. So they all handle the different groups to just create more organisation on the sideline with calls. Yeah.
Excellent. Sounds like a good system.
Yeah.
I feel like you were just describing my coaching style,
Yeah.
and with the not with the positivity, with the brutality.
Yeah.
I'm like, not good enough now. I hope I'm joking.
All
right.
Hit by ACT there.
South Australia on offense. Really have to get this one in. Cookie puts the disc up to Maddie Smith. That is a lovely huck. Maddie just outside the end zone and just sneaks it into Jewel Wee.
Very nice quick point. I think a lot of people will be very appreciative of that quick point there.
That was a 20-second one
Yeah.
instead of a 20-minute one. It's a roller coaster of a game.
I always do find those quick points do have this ability to bring the team up quite a lot.
That is a beautiful throw. The wind has died down a little bit, and I think Cookie has found her mojo with those hucks now. I don't know if you've heard, in South Australia we have what we call a Super League at this time of year, which is a draft league.
Oh, yeah.
And we play fantasy on all of our players, just like fantasy football.
Yeah, yeah.
And Maddie's on my team, and the amount of hucks of mine she's caught just outside the end zone, and then she gets the assist is just unbearable.
Yeah, Canberra does have their Ultimate League going all year round, so as soon as winter comes, we move into indoor and some of the big hockey sheds, you could say. Yeah, but there is a very, very strong Ultimate throughout Canberra, with leagues split up into 4 divisions, moving between. It's all throughout south side, north side, so there is definitely a lot of opportunities for new and old players around, so it's a very good place to start participating in the sport.
So South Australia still 1 break down. If they can get this D and get this score, then they'll be back on serve. So still anyone's game, but ACT with just the slight advantage at this point.
Beautiful pass to Sally Wong. Seem to be lacking quite a few cuts at the moment. We got Sam Joyce with a beautiful take there.
Oh, and that's a sneaky D by Maddie Smith. Cookie Newen picking up this disc. That's a bit of a floaty dump pass,
Nice
but Deb
take.
manages to pull it down. Gets it across to Sakura. Back to Cookie in the middle.
A lot of work through the handlers at the moment. Nice long pass.
Can't quite read that one. That was good defense by that ACT player. I think it tricked her into coming under a little bit on that one.
Got Miriam Downey going to pick up the disc. We got deep cut by Sally Wong. Izzy Collar taking the disc. Unfortunately, a bit too much hands there, pushing the disc away.
Deb Lee on the weak side of the field now. It's quite a familiar position for South Australia. Puts it up to Maddie Smith, and she manages to pull it down.
Now on even playing grounds between South Australia and ACT at the moment.
How exciting. I think that the wind dropping off was definitely an advantage for South Australia. Not the most confident across the board in their team with the wind.
A lot of excitement on the field.
Lovely
with the South Australia
D
team.
by Maddie. And here's the goal here. Great read by Maddie.
Very nice take there.
Lovely spirit by these two there. Maddie Smith certainly a very good asset for this team. Very safe hands, great receiver. Also one of those players who is deceptively fast. She's got very long strides, so she'll run very elegantly, and then out of nowhere she'll get these Ds.
Yep.
Is a lot faster than she appears due to her elegant running style. Also hates to be the centre of attention, so we'll definitely be angry at me for talking about her a lot. Don't be so good, Maddie. Bad luck.
You've done this to yourself.
You have no one else to blame.
We've got ACT on offense this round. So Miriam Downey picking up the disc across to Thea Osmond. Nice cut by Rachel Joyce, stuck on the sideline now. Nice long put.
Oh, another D by Maddie.
Good layout there though.
I think that was probably going to be out anyway.
Yes.
But Maddie Smith just making extra sure of that one. So this is a bit interesting. They're walking the disc up to where it went out. However, because Maddie was the defender and she touched it out of bounds, they're correct in taking it back to where it was touched by Maddie. Great breakthrough there by Cookie, centres it to V, who tries to get it to Sakura, but an excellent D by ACT.
Got Laura Emerson with the disc again. Stuck on that forehand angle. Very nice pass. Taken by Miriam Downey there. Very impressive. I think this is very much going to be a back and forth game where one team's going to score and the next one's going to score, and it's just going to be constantly leveling up.
I have to say I'm quite happy that wind has died down just a little. It's making this game a lot more exciting.
How long has South Australia been getting their team together?
So South Australia selected their team roughly about 8 to 10 weeks ago, and since then, rather than the training camp style of preparation, we've been doing the weekly trainings, the twice weekly trainings in the evenings. So that's our general style of team preparation. Seems to have worked quite well for these girls. I don't know if we were streaming their warm-up, but they've got, a bit of a dance routine warm-up.
I did see that.
Quite a close team.
I do definitely think teams do need that long amount of time just to get to know each other and learn how each other plays and works.
Does make a huge difference to not only their playing, but definitely the enjoyment of the players.
Beautiful pull by Rachel Joyce.
So Deb Lee picking up the disc, moving it straight to that strong side to V Tran. Down the sideline to Deb Lee. Puts it up, the big one.
Beautiful take by Chantel Jones. ACT's having to reset up again. You got Evan Lim taking the disc. Oh, very nice dump cut by Rachel Joyce, but can't quite get that one.
Excellent bid by her, just a little bit out of her reach. Cookie Nguyen picking up the disc on the strong side. SA have got a bit of a 4-handler structure going here, maybe some kind of ISO play.
Thea Osmond taking the disc here. Got a beautiful cut by Chantel Jones. Looking long. Almost there.
Oh, that
Cassie, but
that
not quite.
Throw looked great.
Yeah. Got a lot of very, very strong throwers on this team.
Nice to see those flick hucks finally coming off now the wind has gone a little. SA once again with the Horo sort of play, 3 handlers back. Julianne Baldock to V Tran, back to Cookie Nguyen in the middle, and it's a drop, I believe.
Ooh, a bit too low there.
Getting back into that turn
Yes.
city.
I think players do definitely need to kind of recenter themselves and just look for those passes they know will work.
Cookie Nguyen with the disc. She's looking for a Horo play. Tries to break across the field to Katie Ryan.
Got Rachel Joyce with the disc. Got a beautiful cut by Evan.
Oh, she's got a free... Oh, there's a call. I'm like, there's a free player in the end zone. What's she doing?
There was a pick call there.
And the wind is back. I have to say I'm a little concerned about these tents blowing away at us.
Ooh, over the top. Taken by Thea Osmond. Beautiful take there. Nice take by Izzy. Got one to Chantel. Ooh, hammer choice. And taken by Sally Wong. Very impressive.
That's great backup by Sally Wong then. I'm not sure that was intended for her, but it was very good that she got in there. The double helix of the hammer. And this is just a great grab here. Very aggressive.
Thea is a very, very strong player, always attacking the disc. I think the wind did definitely take that one to the other direction, but luckily Sally was there to pick that one up.
It's not often you see a leading pass hammer.
ACT looking very, very spirited at the moment. Very happy.
And we've just got a bit of a shout out to the Jones family from ACT.
Yep, so you got Chantel, give a bit of a shout out.
Hope you guys are watching at home and enjoying the live stream.
Now,
See a few highlights here.
yeah, while the team settled down with a nice half time.
Oh, it's a lovely poach D in the lane there.
Beautiful take.
ACT very strong in the air across the board. Beautiful backhand huck by Cookie Nguyen there. Really great to see as well, excellent spirit by all these players. When the other team scores, they're quick to congratulate them. We're just going to have a quick break from the commentary box and we'll be back after half. So we'll see you guys shortly. Hello, and we're back. We've got Elsa and Kat in the commentary box, and we've just had half time in this exciting game, SA versus ACT. Time cap has gone during half, so we will be finishing this point and adding 1 to the highest score. So South Australia really with their last opportunity now to get back into this game. They're on defence. Cookie Nguyen with a really, it's a nice pull, but just goes out.
Got Thea Osmond picking up the disc here. With Laura Emerson as the dump. South Australia seems to be putting on a zone defense here. We got a bit of a blade there to Miriam Downey. Across again to Thea. Looking for that swing, just can't quite get it through. Laura Emerson behind, picking that one up. Miriam Downey grabbing the disc again. Through to Sally Wong. Laura doing a nice pass through again. Over the top to Miriam Downey. And just misses that one again at the back. Very good movement there through that zone.
So it looked like just a regular Pommy zone. Mark and 3 in the cup, 2 wings and a deep. South Australia just letting it get around their cup at the back and then straight down the field through the middle. Lucky turn for them in that end zone. So we've got Cookie Nguyen walking up the strong sideline. Big huck to Jewel Wee, can't quite pull it down. South Australia setting that zone up again.
You got Laura Emerson through to Miriam Downey. Got Sally Wong cutting in. Now to Thea Osmond there. Through to Samara. Looking for options. Through to Thea Osmond. Beautiful defense by South Australia there.
Once again, Maddie Smith, excellent defender.
Very, very, very strong play of South Australia.
South Australia just letting ACT get it through the middle of their cup a little bit too much. Been a bit lucky with those Ds and turns. Cookie Nguyen now with the disc. Looks for the big one to Maddie Smith, gets it there. Maddie Smith to V-Tran, manages to bobble it up and get a hold of it. Back to Maddie Smith. Gets it to Jada Buhamadan. To Maddie Smith again. Cookie Nguyen in the middle. Big throw up to Deb Lee.
Beautiful take there. South Australia end zone.
And SA have managed to keep this game alive by getting that break.
Yeah, so game will be a game to 9 now for last point. Beautiful defense there by Maddie Smith.
Once again, her deceptive speed. Lovely put by Cookie Nguyen. And a nice high grab by Deb Lee as well.
I would say this commentating is almost a struggle because you're just really wanting to cheer for the teams and just pointing out what they can be doing.
That halftime break was certainly an opportunity to go and have a little sneaky chat to them.
All the players are starting to look very tired even after the halftime.
And that wind is back in full force right now. SA's got a big sideline presence here with both the men's team and the mixed team on the sideline, which should give them a bit of a boost for these last couple of points. So we've got on the line, we've got Cookie Nguyen with the disc. We'll likely have Deb Lee handling with her. Our receivers, we've got Maddie Smith, Samantha Zhang, Jada and V-Tran. Just not very good at saying Jada's last name.
You got Rachel Joyce picking up the disc. Through to Evin. Then to Dana, back to Evin. Very nice. You got Sam taking that. Over the top to Rachel Joyce, just misses that one there.
South Australia's zone paying off right now, getting those turns. Cookie Newen with the disc. Oh, bit of an overthrow. V-Tran and Sakura can't quite pull it down. SA setting the zone up again.
Evin taking the disc. Looking behind and through and back to Rachel Joyce. Just a little bit too much.
South Australia with another opportunity to even the score and get to Universe. Cookie Newen with that disc.
Beautiful defense and pick up there. Going for the long pass to Dana. Oh, Sally Wong almost picking that up, but unfortunately not quite.
South Australia with a bit of a slow start with for their cutters. Cookie Newen looking for an option, doesn't have one, sends it long.
But ACT getting another chance, bit far from the end zone, but they just need to get that quick movement through the zone going. We've got a cross. Sam Joyce with the disc. Sally Wong picks that one up. Cross again to Sam. This wind is very much picking up. Through to Dana. And we have a pass there.
Maddie Smith with the D. Oh, and it's a turn out of the hands of V-Tran. Can South Australia hold this defense? They're going to a match defense.
You got Evin almost taking that one. Beautiful layout, but can't quite get that one.
This is exciting. It's all happening. There's a call, looks like an injury call. Looks like that layout might have. See what happened here. She goes for it. That's a great bid. Oh,
looks like neck injury. We got the physio out on the field at the moment.
I was hoping it was just a bit of a winding, but I fear it may be a little worse.
Yeah. She has done quite a few layouts in this tournament, so. I think Sam Joyce looks like she's gesturing it to being a neck injury.
It's fantastic that you guys have a physio here to look after you in these situations. Here's a bit of a replay of that last attacking. And that great D by Maddie. Lucky for South Australia that throw went awry.
She's been coming off the field, able to walk, which is always good. Disc is put in. Resetting fast, which is very good.
South Australia with another opportunity now. Gets it to Maddie Smith. Looks for Deb Lee. Maddie Smith. Oh, a little bit of a hand block there. Nick from the ACT team.
The coach is telling ACT to just chill out a bit with their throws. Beautiful take by Sam Joyce, and through to Izzy in the back.
That's a lovely throw, lovely play by ACT to finish off this game.
beautiful work by both teams through this wind. It's always nice to see a very nice close game.
See the replay of this last point. It's a lovely open side throw and
Lovely open cut.
just catching those SA players a little bit unaware. Well, fantastic result for ACT.
Very satisfied.
The SA ladies yet to have a win, but a great game nevertheless. And they're all headed to the shade for
Yeah.
that Spirit Circle. Some well-deserved shade. Thanks for joining us. We've certainly enjoyed this game, and I'm sure Kat and I will see you guys again soon. And that's all from us. Next up, we've got the men's division, Queensland versus South Australia. So stay tuned if you want to watch that game. Bye.
Alti.tv